Everybody, glad to have you with us. Welcome to hockey action as the Loyola Ramblers Gold take on Barrington to the near side. Picked up by Joey Schaefer, got it into the zone. On the near side, back out to center ice. The pass ahead, Schaefer dropped past it, took the shot. That was Scholl, took it. Kept in the zone by Skarzinski. Skarzinski tried to keep it in again. No. On the far side. And flipped back to the Broncos end. Barrington Broncos and Loyola Ramblers Gold. Sean Robinson Duff put it to the far side and then flipped deep into the Barrington end. Back behind the goal. And out the center ice. And flipped out of the ring. Lose the puck and gain a face-off. Face-off coming up right down here in front of us. A pass ahead intended for Hayes Williams and a bit over lead. Along the near side, Zanatopoulos couldn't keep it in the zone. Chasing it back is Callahan. Callahan got it out to center ice. And we have a penalty coming up for cross-checking on Sean Robinson Duff. So the Ramblers shorthanded. Cleared back to the blue line. Put over to the far side. Out ahead and then flip back to the blue line of Barrington. And into the zone, and it's offside. On the near side, overled the pass. The pass intended ahead up to Kyle Mays. Tried to keep it in the zone, and he couldn't do so. To the far side. And the Ramblers with it. Early on, first period action. No score. Broncos with the puck. And outlet pass ahead. And offside. Danny Woodmoyer in ahead of the play. Back at the defense. Connor McKay. Back over to the far side. Out ahead. Yeah, flipped back out of harm's way by the Ramblers. Penalty killing here. On the near side, the outlet pass ahead and stolen. And Nick Schaefer sends it deep. Off the boards and put in the zone, and then the Broncos make a line change. Coy with it. Back behind the goal line on the near side. And again put to the corner, looking for a place to go with it, couldn't find it. And whistle, and another penalty for hooking. This one on Ian McKay of Barrington. Minor for hooking. Up ahead. Look for the back door. Shot and a save. Got a little piece of it, I think. Maybe just pushed wide. Back behind the goal. Zach Scholl up top. Over here to the near side. Zanatopoulos. Up high, Callahan. Over to the far side. Look for the back door. Zanatopoulos ranged in, took the shot, grabbed and held on. Didn't matter, man in a crease. And the faceoff moved outside the zone. And we lose the puck. Shot up our way. Zanatopoulos Up top, Callahan. And the high slot. Back to Callahan over the center top left. Takes the shot. No. Again high, Callahan. Left wing. Big boomer, and again a man in a crease and a face-off outside the zone. Ramblers control the face-off. Bring it back in. At the point, the big boomer. Too many sticky wickets in the way. Up to the point, over to the wing. Back to the near side. Back behind the goal. Ramblers pressuring, but haven't had much luck getting anything on goal. Skorzinski fed it over to the far side. The shot was taken. Rebound, and it was just shot wide. Up top. And the big boomer. That ran into traffic. Over to the far side. Back over here to the near. The corner. And wrapped around to the far side. Ramblers keep it in the zone as they complete a line change. Near side. And into the zone. Right through the slot. Couldn't get it out. Ramblers came up with it. Broken stick. Somebody busted one pretty good. Need some tomato steaks? Hold up your tomato plants. You can always find them in the ice rink. Back behind the goal line. Ramblers a little indecision where they wanted to go with it once they did get it back there. Over here to the near side. Mackey, and then picked up by Kyle Khalil over to the far side. Ryan Khalil, I'm sorry. Near side. Ian Mackey puts it into the zone. Back behind the goal line. Near side. Centering attempt didn't quite work. Now fed ahead, no. Ranging around a little bit. Three Ramblers behind the goal line there briefly. Out to the point. Held in the zone. Dylan Rubenstein, and then completing a line change of some kind, defensive thing. Rubenson kept it in. Joey Schaefer dropped past it, takes the shot, ran into traffic out front, directed to the near side. Shot the save, grabbed and held on. First period action, no score. Held in the zone by Nick Schaefer. Over on that far side now. Out to the point. Long shot, grabbed, and the rebound was free and held on. To the near side. Scrumming it along a little bit. Griffin Burns put it to the far side and then into the zone. Now back the other way. Into the zone, back behind the goal, over here to the near side. Scrumming it along a little bit, up top, the long shot, grabbed and held on, and the whistle stops play. And the shot goes wide, right. On the far side. Now the Broncos have it again. McVickers got it into the zone. And cleared. And mad chase on between Burns and McVickers. McVickers came up with it. On the far side, now on over here to the near side. And Xanatopoulos puts it back into the zone. And a penalty for charging. Coming up. On Sean Robinson-Duff. Line him up in the corner. To the near side. Flip deep into the zone. Back behind the goal line. On the near side boards. Off the boards and sent deep by the Ramblers. Penalty killing. Broncos with it. Over here to the near side. Put back over to the far. Stolen briefly. To the near and then flipped into the zone. Ramblers with it and they'll just send it out of harm's way. Penalty killing. Safety of behind their own net over here to the near side. Sent a little deeper. Out to the point. Shot. The save. Up top again. Shot ran into traffic. Now, Joey Schaefer got it into the zone, but as he lifted his stick, trying to make a decision what to do, knocked away from him. All the way back. Rising gets it out of harm's way, clears it out, and out of the rink. Near side. And now cleared to center right. Stolen away. John Buck got it into the zone. Broncos cleared out of harm's way and sent it all the way down. And that'll be icing against Barrington. On the side. Put to the far side. Cleared out to the point. The big blaster and the save. To the side, looking to center, nothing doing. Again to the side of the net, up to top and cleared. And back to the zone. Whoops, forgot something there. Back behind the goal line. Shallow angle. Whoa. Dribbles by. Xanatopoulos keeps it in the zone. Cleared back out to center ice. Xanatopoulos puts it right back in. Funny bounce, but the Broncos were waiting for it. Xanatopoulos crosses the red line again. Sends it deep. To the far side, out to the point. The big blaster ran into the sticky wickets out front. Actually made it all the way to the goal, and the save. The draw. Wraps around here to the near side. And the Broncos will redirect it. Out to center ice. Ramblers with it. Off the boards. Put to the far side. Back over here to the near. Into the zone. Crop. Looking for a place to go with it. Brought it into the slot. Took the shot high and wide. On the far side boards. Back behind the goal. Kept in the zone by Callahan as Ramblers make a line change. Stolen away. And sent all the way down, and that's icing. On the far side, out ahead. Broncos. There's a shot to save. The rebound loose. Out ahead. And a penalty. Jack McVickers, a minor. There's a shot. Ran into traffic up top. Over here to the near side, the big boomer ran into sticky wickets out front and cleared. Back to center ice. Back into the Ramblers' end. Barrington penalty killing here. Back behind the goal line. Callahan, the indecision. Back to Callahan. Takes the shot and deflected. But it was a Barrington player that did it, so we keep it in the zone. The shot just trickles wide. Back behind the goal, back up top, back to the wing. Ranging in, looking for a place to go with it. There's a shot that boomed wide. And out to center ice. Kozinski over to the far side. And brought back over here to the near by Nick Schaefer. He dropped it back to Skorinsky. Up ahead and flipped in by Hayes Williams. Back behind the goal, over to the far side. Bringing it out. The Broncos. Metro Chicago Sports Network. Hockey action. Not only on our television network, but seen also on the internet now. So catch all our games. We're all over the place. Seen worldwide. And pushing and shoving. Getting a little rowdy at points here. There's the long shot. Ran into a skate out front. One of the Ramblers put a skate in the way. Near side. As the horn sounds under the first period. At the end of the first period of play, no score between Loyola Gold and the Barrington Broncos. And we'll be back with more in just a moment. The Metro Chicago Sports Network now has a large collection of great games of the past, and we're adding on as soon as we can more of the games, some great sports action up there on the internet. So check us out. Just type in the school and the sport, and you'll find us there on the internet with great games of the past, in addition to current season stuff also up on the web from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Whenever you're at a game, remember, the players are out there playing, not you in the stands. Sport a winning attitude. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Just about set with the second period. drop in the draw. Far side. Over here to John Buck. Buck puts it into the zone, then chases it down in the corner. Bump it a little bit there. The Loyola student contingent here. Out to center ice. The 40, lost it. Right into the slot, through. Over to the far corner. Ramblers get it out to center ice. Passes ahead and overskated. Flipped into the Rambler end. Loyola and Barrington. You're on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. In the corner. Centered ahead. Out they kept. 2-on-2 into the zone. Evan Tui tried to get past the defense. He couldn't do it. We lose the puck. Out to the point. The shot ricochet. And the pinball shot went wide. Big blaster. And the Red Sea parted. The goalie comes up with it. Holds on for the whistle to stop the play. We're in the second period of a scoreless game. On the far side, clear out ahead. Back into the zone and a whistle and stoppage of play. We got a penalty coming up on Griffin Burns. Far side and cleared all the way back into the zone. That's where the Broncos will pick it up, put it to the far side. They've got the man advantage, and Burns sits his penalty. Back behind the goal line. Over here to the near side. Strumming along a little bit. Up top. The shot ran into traffic. And then all the way down. Cleared by the Ramblers. Getting it out of harm's way. Well, they tried in high school. They tried the change the rules for the high school level that even on a penalty, you couldn't send it past the goal line. In other words, you'd still get an icing call even if you're penalty killing. I tried that a couple of years ago, and coaches didn't like that. One of the rules they eliminated a couple of years ago, the nickname for it was called the Johnny Rule. And that was that if you got a major penalty and a game's conduct, the player didn't have to serve that. The player that you sent into the penalty box didn't have to be there till the end of the penalty. In other words, the substitution still had to come out of the penalty box. Didn't have to have somebody sit the full 5 minutes for that offending player who's either gone for the night or sitting an extra 10-minute misconduct. Well, the problem was that teams weren't sending players to the box in time. They were not sending anybody at all. Turned out to be another clear. The scrum out on the near side. Out to the point. The shot that boomed wide. It was called the Johnny Rule because parents were upset and dictating to the Amateur Hockey Association of the United States, USA Hockey, and subsequently the Amateur Hockey Association of Illinois. Those parents were going, Why is Johnny sitting in the box? He didn't do anything wrong. Well, he's sitting there for 5 minutes while the other player is being excused for the night. That's the ignorance of parents not understanding the rules. There's a shot and a save. Nice pull out of the air. Although it did look like it was going to go a little wide to the right. Skorzinski. Got it into the sticky wickets. Come back the other way. Long shot. That went wide left. In the corner. And I think what a lot of parents don't understand, it's a team sport. And you don't judge at any level by how much ice. Now, on the near side, back behind the goal line. Up top, over here to the near side, the big blaster. And that pulled wide. Shot up over everything. Long shot to save. Now put in deep. Back the other way. Wrap around to the far side. Turn the corner. And the whistle. The face off out far side into the zone behind the goal. Over here to the near side, and we're back to the stand and breakout. I don't really like that sort of thing. I've mentioned that a number of times. Most of the time on a stand-in breakout, the player is looking back to that defenseman who's standing behind the net. So to get it out of the zone, he's got to turn around while he's controlling that puck, which certainly gives the attacking team time to get back on him. And that'll be icing. Out to the point. Into the zone, shallow angle all the way through. Far side out to center ice. Back behind the goal line. Out to the point. Over to the far side. The big boomer. And that went wide. To the side, the shot that also go wide. Skorzinski, but he sent it out of the zone. And the Ramblers wait for the onside. Also make a little bit of a line change over there. Checked in the zone. There's the short shot. Sticky wickets in the way, blocked it. In the corner, up top, cleared to center ice. And now on the near side, Barrington Broncos. Move it along. out to the point. And player pulled down, and that's going to be a penalty. And that is on Connor McKay. Connor Mackey, rather. Connor Mackey, a minor. Schaefer, and Schaefer's pass misconnection. Cleared back in the zone, and the Ramblers will regroup. They've got the player advantage. No score in this one. Joey Schaefer puts it around to the near side. Up top, Cal Callahan. His shot ran into traffic. Try again. The shot and held on for the shot on the right wing. Cleared back, and the Ramblers almost content to kind of play around a little bit, setting themselves up. They've got to be more aggressive in working that play, getting it back into the zone. Callahan over to the far side, back up top. Callahan high slot. Put it to the left wing. Back top to Callahan. To the far side, and the whistle for stop play. Man in the crease. And cleared. Over here to the near side, up ahead. Nick Schaefer back to the defense, over to the far side. Pass ahead. Back up top, back to the wing. Schaefer's shot ran into traffic. Right in front, shot goal on the power play. And it is 1-0 in favor of the Loyola Ramblers over the Barrington Broncos. Metro Chicago Sports Network. And a whistle, stop the play. As the puck went into the Loyola bench, and now we lose the puck again. We'll go right back and do it all over again. On the near side, put in deep, back behind the goal line. Up top, out to center ice. Back the other way. Shot that's safe. Back. Nick Schaefer. And a whistle, and the play is stopped. Top. The corner. Put to the near side. Out high. Skorinsky. And Skorinsky picks it up outside the zone, put it back in. Ramblers tag up, go back to Chaser. Out to center ice, and again, Ramblers put it back in. Zach Scholl with a bump back behind the goal. They went to chase the puck, but by the time they got there, the puck had left. Now back behind the plate. We got a penalty coming up for roughing. And Zach Scholl got the penalty. Shot and safe. Grabbed and held on. out top, and again the shot and the save. Barrington Broncos with the puck, Loyola with the lead. And through the legs, trying to put it back to the point. Cameron McGregor set it to the far side and then picked up by the Broncos into the zone and right back out. Ramblers down a man, still going to go aggressive here. Take the shot and save. And Michael Donato. Got that shot away. Over to the far side. Into the zone offside. Wing well about 5 feet inside that zone. And it finally crossed the blue line. On the far side. Now picked up. Cleared. All the way ahead. Ramblers came up with it though. Back behind the goal line. Put to the near side. And flipped in deep. Turned out to be a long shot on goal over to the far side. Turned out to be a long shot on goal, clearing it. And oh my. This one gets a little rowdy right in front of the bench here, right in front of the door there. And apparently this thing isn't over yet. Now we're set. So we got coincidental penalties, but Nick Schaefer gets a major. And Emmett Murray gets the minor out of this. Getting a little feisty at the end of the period. I didn't really get to see what that was. That was something that happened back where the where we were. Our shot was blocked a little bit. There must have been a run of some kind into the boards. And then the retaliation got the 2-minute minor for the Barrington player. Into the zone offside. No, and another penalty, minor for high sticking. Tom Lakai. So the Ramblers, even though that's a major penalty being served by Nick Schaefer, they have the man advantage here as we wind down the second period. And the shot that boomed high and wide. Up the top, to the wing, back top, to the back door. Up top. Zone cleared. Joey Schaefer. The high slot. To the wing. Clear. The far side, the shot, and the save. Up The slot shot save and flipped away. As the horn sounds ending the period. At the end of the second period of play, it's the Loyola Ramblers 1 and the Barrington Broncos nothing. And we'll be back with more here on the network.
Just a reminder that buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drink and drive. If you're going to drive, don't drink. If you're going to drink, don't drive. Designate a driver. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. The Metro Chicago Sports Network is now seen on the World Wide Web. Join us for some of the great games of the past, as well as current season action. Simply type in the name of the team and the sport, and you'll get a chance to watch your favorite team on the Metro Chicago Sports Network on the World Wide Web.
And we're set to start the third period. 1-0 in favor of the Loyola Ramblers Gold team over Barrington. Ramblers busted into the zone right away. Zach Scholl looking to center it, ran it into Barrington players. Cleared back. Scholl retreats in his own end, gave it over to the far side. Put into the zone. So maybe with this ice resurface between the second and third period, in real time, it's cooled down the head. Got a little feisty there at the end of the second period. Sent it topless with the shot, the save. And a whistle for the stoppage of play. I think the net dislodged a little bit. Goal dislodged. Back behind the goal, and the Broncos set the play. They set it to the near side. Pass ahead that ran into the stanchions and sent all the way back deep. And Cameron McGregor tried to back pass it out of the zone and sent out by Anthony Magro. Over on the far side, Ramblers. The outlet pass ahead and a bit overlet. It was touched, and that washed off the icing. Little backhand attempt, and that was knocked down as soon as it got on the way. Over on the far side. Cleared ahead, out to center ice. Picked up and now sent back deep. Held in the zone by the Broncos, and the pass a bit overlet. On the far side, he's scrubbing along the boards a little bit. Now the Broncos pick it up. Metro Chicago Sports Network. Not only seen on our cable affiliates, but also seen now on the World Wide Web. Video. All the Loyola games we do will be up on the internet. Loyola's given us permission to do so we're going to be doing it. In addition, we've got great games in the past. A lot of our coverage of some of our sports events that we've done over the past years. Just check us out. Brought out of the zone, spread it out, put it back into deep. Scholl did that and peels off on the line change. Or partial line change, I guess. Now picked up. And outlet pass ahead, but a bit overled. Deep to the corner. Heavy check thrown there. Or a nice sounding check. I don't know if it was necessarily heavy. I've seen them. Good solid check, knowing how to check. That's an art form that's dying in youth sports. And that has nothing to do with what level they're allowing kids to do it. I think it just has to do with once they are allowed to check, it's not being taught the proper way. I suppose it's really the difference in the style of hockey that's being played now. It's a much more of a finesse game and a lot less of that Western Canadian rock'em sock'em type of game. Up top. Sent to the far side and sent in. And over here on the near side as it ricocheted around a little bit. Out to the point, and Sanatopoulos' shot ran into the defenseman out front. Knocked out of harm's way, out to the point, held in the zone. Looking for a place to go with it, took the shot, and the save, not much on it though. Out to the point. A long shot, and that ran into sticky wickets out front. All the way to the near side again, and Sanatopoulos keeps it in the zone. On the near side. And sent all the way deep. Back behind the goal line. Tried to get it out of the zone, nothing doing, held in. Widmore, Moyer, over on the far side, and all the way deep. That's icing against the Ramblers. We're in the third period on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Back behind the goal line, centered up top, the big blaster, and the save. To the far side. Push around a little bit. To the near side. Centered ahead. The long shot, the save. A nice bust out, a nice save. Broncos cross the red line, go for the dump and chase, but didn't get there. Picked up by the Ramblers, and now cross ice pass. You don't ever want to be doing cross ice passes like that in the defensive zone for precisely that reason. Back deep on the far side, out ahead. Tried to knock it down. Flip deep into the zone. Back behind the goal line. To the far side. Out to center ice. Go back into the zone to lay offside, and the Broncos tag up. Out ahead. And the breakaway, the cherry pick move worked. Hayes Williams got it into the zone, but couldn't get the shot away. Chasing that puck down. Sanatopoulos keeps it deep. And a whistle. And the puck underneath the player who's down on the ice. Ref lost sight of it. Stopping the play. Back the other way. And that's icing against Barrington. On the near side board. Wrapped around to the far side, now centering it then, right up the middle and stolen away. Khalil sent it over to the far side. The pass misconnections out to center ice and at the defense. Back behind the goal of Barrington. Out to center ice. Look to the near side. Off the boards. Again out to center ice. Look back deep. Heavy check thrown in there. And we're going to get a penalty on the Ramblers. And Robinson Duff with his third of the game for boarding. Although it didn't look to me like it was boarding, it looked to me more like it was a head contact situation. A penalty's a penalty. It doesn't matter how they call it. You're still supposed to get a penalty for what you did. You know, it's like
Behind you! Behind!
right in front. Shot. No, couldn't get it. In fact, Mike, gosh, it's got to be about 35, 36 years ago. Player was complaining to the ref. The ref called 2-minute minor for elbowing. The player goes, that wasn't elbowing, that was roughing. And I guess he had been a little too vocal about it because the ref turned around and said to me, as I was running the scoreboard, the clock, the score sheet, whatever, all of that stuff. And anyway, the ref said to me, well, I think it was elbowing. He thinks it's roughing. Give him a double minor, one for elbowing and one for roughing. Close your mouth and sit down. Over on the far side. And Ramblers pass ahead all the way deep. Ramblers a penalty killing. Here in the third period with a 1-goal lead. To the far side and sent back deep. On one of the boards. Picked up by the Broncos. They bring it out ahead. Whoops. Playing a little game of ricochet back and forth across the blue lines here. Ramblers get it into the zone deep. Up top, big blaster, grabbed and held on. They drop and the draw. Over to the far side. Cleared deep into the zone. Look to the near side, out to the point. The shot goes wide. Back behind the goal line, over here to the near side. Outlet pass ahead. Kick free.
Come on, Brock, wake up!
Back behind the goal. Into the zone. Spread it out. Over to the far side. Ricocheting around a little bit. Back behind the goal line. And they're going to play along the boards again. To the wing. The shallow angle shot. And maybe just a little bit too tight. Goalie had the time to get over there too, so didn't leave a lot of opening. Back the other way. And the shot goes way wide. Nick Schaefer found Rambler ahead. A big shot, knocked out. Put to the far side and cleared back out to center ice. Late in the third period. Score remains 1-0 in favor of Loyola. Metro Chicago Sports Network hockey coverage. Back behind the goal line. Off the board. Cleared. Heavy check sent the Rambler flying. Emmett Murray. Back to Murray up ahead. Off the boards to the blue line. And the Broncos reset. Backhanded deep by Magro. And out from the Loyola Ramblers. 2-on-3. Prop. And he had his pocket pick on the indecision once he got to the sideboards there. And cleared to center ice. Karzinski sent it deep. Right in front. Shot saved. Grabbed and held on. Minute 47 left to play in the third period. All the way through. Near side. Sent over to the far. Back up high. Uh-oh. To center ice. And offside. Delay offside on the part of the Ramblers there, and they didn't tag up Broncos and clear it. Getting down to crunch time here late in the game. And 1-0 Loyola Gold lead to the near side. Still fairly early in the season. Still, for instance, Loyola still had a lot of players out on the football team. Out ahead. Back to the blue line. And the goalie pulled for the extra attacker. And set deep, and that's icing. For the empty net goal, I think he was. He shot it wide. And back behind the goal. And the scrum, and the game over.
Well, the final word on this game, the Loyola Ramblers Gold team wins it 1-0 over the Barrington Broncos. Join us for our next sports action here on the network. Join us all during the season on our cable network. Join us all during our lifetime on the World Wide Web. And until our next sports action here on the network, hope you enjoyed this broadcast. And for all of us, we say as always, so long, everybody.